Hello, this is Voss, Speros, Arizona Medicare and Insurance Solutions. We're talking about Part A Medicare today. We have touched on a few other things, but today we're going to talk about original Medicare and Part A and what it covers. So Part A covers the hospital stays and inpatient stays for the hospital, basically. Anything that happens inside the hospital once admitted, labs, x-rays, durable medical equipment, different things like that is covered under Part A. Providers are covered under Part B, so we'll talk about providers and Part B at another date, but right now we're just talking about Part A and the inpatient stay. So this is going to be a little quicker. There's not a lot to it. Part A, if you paid into Medicare, the Medicare taxes that we all pay, for at least 10 years or 40 quarters, there's no cost for Medicare Part A. If you haven't, then Medicare Part A costs $505 a month. So if you know somebody who's not on Part A and they want it, but they haven't paid into it, this is the cost. At that point, they should be on Access or something to help out. There is a deductible for Part A of $1,632. So the deductible is every time you go to the hospital, you have the deductible you have to pay. The deductible is per benefit period. So the benefit period is starts when you go in the hospital, but it ends 60 days after you've been out of the hospital. So if you've been out of the hospital for at least 2 months, then the benefit period ends. And then if you go back to the hospital, it's another $1,632. So every time you're out of the hospital for at least 62 days, you can have multiple benefit periods throughout the year. And there's no cap on how much you're going to pay for that. So then the first 60 days in the hospital are $0. So under Part A, there's no cost for the hospital for the first 60 days. For days 61 through 90, it's $408 per day. So if you're in the hospital for 60 through 90 days, another 30 days, then it's $408 per day. That's a lot. So don't be in the hospital longer than you have to. If you go past 90 days, you're tapping into your lifetime reserve days, 60 lifetime reserve days for hospital stays. And those days cost $816 a day. So, if you can get out and go to a skilled nursing and then go home health after that, you'll be better off. But if you have to stay in, it is available. The next one is skilled nursing. So you come out of the hospital after an inpatient stay and you go to a skilled nursing facility for rehab or to get better. There's the first 20 days are covered through Part A. Medicare Advantage, the first 20 days are covered. Original Medicare, the first 20 days are covered. But we're talking about Medicare Part A today, and we'll talk about Part B on another day. After 20 days in the skilled nursing, 21 through 100 days, the cost is $204 a day. So you can stay in the skilled nursing. Your copayment is $204 a day at that point until 100 days are up, and then it's time to go or start over. So that is Part A. Part A, hospitals, inpatient, things you do in the hospital. The labs, the x-rays, the equipment, the beds, everything, the cost is covered under the hospital stay at $1,632 for the deductible that you have to pay out of pocket first before co-payments and everything starts. And just remember, you have to be out of the hospital for at least 60 days for the benefit period to end. But if you are and you have to go back to the hospital, then you have to pay the deductible again. If you go back to the hospital before the 60 days is up, you're still on the first benefit period. All right. So that is Part A. I hope everyone has a wonderful night, and we'll talk to you later.